TikTok, there's videos that are AI generated, and they instruct users to execute PowerShell commands. And these are like, you can activate Microsoft Office. You can activate Spotify without an account. Open up PowerShell, type this in. And it's like, no! So it's basically tricking people thinking they're going to get something cool and for free. Probably, it doesn't mention it, but it's exactly like, you can get Photoshop for free. Just open up PowerShell and type in this code. But what the code actually does is obviously give someone remote access to your machine, or download some stealing malware, and they'll just scoop up all of your information. So the message here for your people is, if anyone or any system or any web page tells you to open up PowerShell or press Win and R, do not do it.
Yeah.
It's quite simple.
Running a command, which, I mean, you'd hope people wouldn't have admin rights, or maybe in some cases it may not need it, but
most home users will have admin
well,
rights.
For home,
though.
yeah. Especially a BYOD devices as well, stealing all the work credentials at the same time.
Yes. So if you're on TikTok and it asks you to open up PowerShell or something, just don't do it. It's just not the good idea. If you're going somewhere you are unfamiliar with, probably don't walk down any dark alleys. It's the same kind of feeling as that. The next one I saw, and this is something we've covered before, it's similar. So fake Cloudflare verifications. So, you know, when you sign into something and you get the Cloudflare box that says verify you're a human. So apparently, and this leads on to what I've just said previously, this is targeting WordPress sites, and it essentially tricks victims into following a set of commands. When you click on the Cloudflare box, it then asks you to press Win+R to open run, and then asks you to copy and paste a command in.
Yeah.
Cloudflare asking you to paste code into a run box is not expected behavior.
Yeah.
Do you want the next one? I told you I'd whiz through these.
Yeah, no, I mean, it seems like the same sort of thing with PowerShell malware tricking users into running it.
Google Meet. You go, it's essentially a fake Google Meet page, and it doesn't present a login form, but it's again saying microphone permission denied, and it asks you to copy and paste a PowerShell command.
That's incredible.
There's another one. The screenshot on this one says you can't join the meeting. Try fix, and the try fix will tell you to paste a command. It says Windows key and R, then Control and V. So the web page. This is the clever thing. The web page automatically copies the code to the clipboard, so it's there. So you haven't got to highlight anything.
Clicking the button, yeah.
So you can see here, this looks like Google Meet, and it says can't join the meeting. Press Windows key R, then Control and V, and finally press Enter. At which point it's too late.
Yeah,
you're like, that's game over.
That's quite a tricky, bit of a trick, isn't it? Really, the run window appears in the bottom left, so you almost could do it without really looking. And if you're not a proficient Windows user, you might not know what Windows R does. And then
again, hadn't thought of that, but yeah, I've just pressed WinR, and you can barely notice it down in the bottom left-hand corner because it doesn't come up front and center. Maybe that's one way that Microsoft maybe should change, because that's always been tucked in the bottom left-hand corner. It
probably should ask you, you sure you want to run this command?
That would be nice. That would be nice. Yeah. Maybe it has. Maybe Windows should have some built-in sandbox to tell you, this command is going to do this. Do you want to run this command?
Yeah.
Tell your people. These are great examples. It's clearly working. People are clearly falling for this, because if they didn't, they wouldn't build them, right? People are doing this because it works. So you need to tell your people, if a web page asks you to press WinR, walk away, close it, don't do it. This is nothing good. There's no legitimate reason that a web page should tell a user to run a command in a run box. There just isn't. In all my years, I've never needed to do that from an instruction from a web page. No. And I rarely need to do that now.
To fix something on you.
It's only, computer, yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to help desk, you want to get into task manager or services or something like that, or your taskbar's frozen or disappeared. That's the last time I ran it, I think, when my start menu crashed.
Yeah.
But that's because I was doing funky things with my computer. There's no legitimate reason to run commands, to paste commands into a run box as instructed by a web page. So you need to tell your people that.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely.